The Flowmaster Outlaw Series Axleback exhaust is for the 2015 and newer EcoBoost Mustang owners out there that are looking for an Axleback that'll be more refined and deeper sounding, and is made from stainless steel with one of the most budget-friendly price points. So exhaust for the S550 can get expensive fast, even Axlebacks, but this is one of the more affordable options that still offers stainless steel materials. The install for this is easy. It should take you about an hour to complete, and it's a 2 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter since there is some cutting involved. But of course, I'll get more into that later. One of the more important things when it comes to shopping for exhaust is going to be the sound. Like I said, consider this as one of the more refined sounding Axlebacks for an EcoBoost. It gives more volume and more sound for sure, and it's deeper than the stock exhaust, but it steers away from being obnoxious. A lot of times when systems provide a ton of volume increase for the EcoBoost, that's when you really start to get into the import sounding exhaust. If you're looking to steer away from that, this is one of the ones that you're going to want to consider. Of course, the EcoBoost is a 4-cylinder turbo car, so that's what it's going to sound like ultimately. I would call the system a 3 out of 5 on the loudness scale, with 1 being a quiet upgrade and 5 being a very loud upgrade. You do get more turbo noise with this Axleback since you are opening up exhaust flow around that turbo, and there is an occasional crackle on D-cell. Still, you don't have to worry about any drone in the interior with this Axleback. You're looking at 2.5-inch mandrel bent tubing with this Axleback, which means that Flowmaster did step up the diameter here. The stock exhaust has a 2.25-inch diameter. This is made from 16-gauge 409 stainless steel tubing, which is going to be nice for those of you out there that are looking for an exhaust that'll have corrosion resistance and a longer life. Stainless steel will always last longer than aluminized steel would, and it'll hold up better against corrosion. And this system finishes with 4-inch polished stainless steel tips. Price-wise, this is one of the more affordable options if you look at everything that is currently available. You can expect to pay a little over $400 for this Axleback, which is a good price considering the materials that you have here. Axlebacks for the EcoBoost range anywhere from just over $400 to nearly $1,700, and as always, if this one doesn't have the sound that you're looking for, you have a ton of other options to check out. You're going to be looking at the typical cut and clamp design with the install for this Axleback, since you do need to cut all S550 Axlebacks. I'm going to call this a 2 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter, but just because of the cutting that's involved. It's nothing too difficult, but I just recommend some eye protection and a fresh Sawzall blade to make things easier. Overall, you're looking at about 2 hours to get this all done. A lift would certainly make things easier for you here, but the job can be done on jack stands as well if you don't happen to have access to one. Cutting the factory Axleback isn't hard. Just be sure to measure twice and plan and mark where you're going to be cutting the factory Axleback so you don't make a mistake. You can always mark the Axleback with painter's tape if you want to, then use the Sawzall to cut the stock Axleback out. And it'll probably be easiest to leave the hangers on the Axleback and just unbolt them from the car. You can transfer them over to the new Axleback then. The new Axleback will come with new clamps for you, so you don't have to worry about that. When you go to install your new setup, it'll probably be easiest to leave everything loose until you have it all lined up and then tighten it down. This is the Flowmaster Outlaw Axleback exhaust for the 2015 and newer EcoBoost Mustang, and you can check it out more online right here at AmericanMuscle.com.